All right, we'll get started with the Syracuse press conference. We're joined by head coach Felicia Leggett-Jack, Georgia Woolley, and Deasia Fair. Coach, if you could just start us off with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Last time we sat on the stage together was a little bit different. I just kind of realized that we sat on the stage together last year, and we did some fantastic things. And I thought that this season we did some fantastic things with a team that we had to pull together very quickly. So much had to take place to build it. But we did, and we really fought. We figured out a lot of things about ourselves, about each other. We figured out how to fight. We learned how to just take a step back and reassess. This was a long year, and we just really have no time to really think about all you've been through, right? Until you kind of sit here and there's a possibility it could be over, and it's just, geez. It was so rewarding, though, in so many ways. It was so exciting about seeing people transform into these amazing young people. And academically, they were strong character. It was unblemished. And to see people like Dariana Lewis, you know, everybody just kind of gave up on a young lady that can rebound like a pro. But she just kept saying, somebody just need to believe in me. And I just said, I'll stick with you for the rest of your life. And she became something so important. And to see Asia go out there and play with such vigor and with a cracked kneecap, and she needed to play. She just had to play, and she didn't play great today, but boy, did she leave it out there. So those two are definitely out because of 5 years, says they can't come back. And you know, it's almost like your children are going away because they became like my daughters. And, you know, see this young lady on the left, you know, getting calls about her from the league, and her following me here is, it makes you think in this business that you're doing something the right way. And that's all I ask God, is to let me know that I'm doing it the right way, and have her come with us, and then Georgia come too. I am so blessed as a coach. I'm so blessed to be at my alma mater. I'm so blessed to lead this young team at this time. And I'm so humbled to be in this great conference, the best conference in the country. And we'll get it better for sure. But man, I tell you, we have some great coaches and some great players in this conference. And I just don't see why not one of us get to the Final Four. If it can't be us, let it be somebody from the ACC.
All right, we'll open it up for questions now. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll get the mic to you. If you're on Zoom, use the raise your hand function, and we'll get to you if we have time. Go here in the second row.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, today wasn't the ideal performance. NC State had 54 points in the paint. Obviously, some of that was in the fast break and in transition. But kind of how do you think NC State was able to penetrate your defense quite easily?
This is their stage. You know, you're talking about the team that's been here and won it 3 times in a row. We were this young team that all of our announcers call mid-majors, not good enough. We had to try to dethrone the triple threat. You know, they won it 3 times, right? And we're dealing with a coach who's going to get 800th win on this particular game, and it's in his backyard. I mean, we had our backs against the wall, and these young ladies said, "Bring it on!" And we really tried, and we gave it our best effort, and the best team won today, and that's just the truth. And our young people need to hear the truth. And this particular day, they were way better, but we played them at our home, and we had a chance. And so I wish everybody well, but at the end of the day, you know, it was a big hill to climb, and we fell off of it.
Here in the second row.
Hey, Coach. You know, from the moment you grabbed the mic in your opening win against Stony Brook till now, I know you talked a lot about how your first year at the helm went at Syracuse on your opening statement, but kind of, is there anything more you want to add to that?
We left it all out there. There was no more juice in the orange. And my hope is that, you know, the committee sees us as a possible 64, 68. If not, maybe an NIT. If not, you know, the mayor is going to tell us we left it out there and we were pretty darn good.
Back to the, yeah, in the middle.
So this is for either players, George or Deasia. Kind of in your guys' opinion and perspective, how do you think it was just, or NC State was able to just get through your defense so easily, in your opinion?
Well, they scored a lot in the paint, and they out-rebounded us by a lot. They had almost 20 more rebounds than us, so I think they really just dominated us down low, and we didn't have an answer for them today in that respect.
Deasia, could you also answer that one too?
Did you have to answer the question?
Now we'll go back here to the middle here.
My question's for Deasia. Today was a tough game, and NC State threw a lot of size at you. How did you kind of deal with that throughout the game?
I just kept shooting the ball.
Right here in the middle.
Obviously, this is just one game out of 30, but when you look at all 30 or 29 as a whole, do you think, in your guys' opinion, this is for anyone, that you've made enough of a resume to put yourself in the final 68?
I definitely believe so. This game doesn't define our whole season. As you've seen us, like, the ACC is a great conference, and anybody can beat anybody, and every single game that we've played has been up for the grabs. Like, we've never been blown out. Today probably was the most points that we've been scored on, and
Yep.
we're right there. We are that team. We are a team that should be in the 64-68 coming into March. And I believe that. We all believe that. Coach believes that. And I know that's where we belong.
Back to the second row. Yep.
Coach, at the start of the fourth quarter, you kind of switched into a zone front on the defensive end. What wasn't working in man for you guys to kind of go into the zone in the final 10 minutes?
We're just trying to find energy on the offensive side, and sometimes the defense predicates the offense, and it just, our shots wasn't falling, and we're trying to get turnovers on the defense by trying to mix it up a little bit. And one thing you can't say is that there was something left they could have tried. We tried it all, is other than a try two, or which wasn't necessary, or a box and one. I was going to ask if we can start tickling them, but I was told I can't speak to the officials after a while, so I couldn't even ask for that little sneaky thing. I'm teasing, but there wasn't enough. The better team won, and we have to raise our hand and understand that. We've been in a situation like that against Penn State. We were up 21 and we lost the game, and we went back to the drawing board. And every time we got in a situation we had to learn a tough lesson like this, we became tougher young women. And this is not going to define us in a bad way. This is going to push us to another level of excellence. I'm excited about our tomorrows, because every time we had a situation like this, we became a better coach, staff, team. And like I always say to these young people, never, ever lose your words because of the hurt in your heart. Losing isn't a part of who we are. We win and we learn. We learned a lot tonight, believe that. But we're not defined by losing, because there's nothing we don't have losers on this team. In order to stay in what we did, we are winners. And we learned a horrible lesson on not being able to score in defense. But guess what? Given an opportunity to play again, I just don't want to be the team that's going to play us next.
Any other questions? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you guys for all you do for the ACC. It's the best conference in the country.